First and foremost, all things you'll be looking for is in the playlist. Be sure to check out the playlist, like, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. But man, been itching to get back to this set one Burley leaders. All my Burley crew know the vibes. This is game control. Uh, Basically, we both lose advantage at the same time every time I swing, but there's cards to get around that. But this is one of my all-time favorite leaders. Only thing that sucks is you. There's no alternative weight condition. You just got to be at 4. But when life gives us lemons, we make lemonade. His only other downside is he can't swing at battle cards, so we got to do other things to get around that. But not really much a loss. But for this hand control deck, I have to start off with the best card in green that nobody plays when they're playing this style of deck. 4 Black Messiahs is a must-have. Unequivocal, you have to do this, especially when you're doing the plays. You have to have this on your field on your turn. If it dies on your opponent's turn, that's fine. Just play another one. This makes the board irrelevant. But our main breadwinners of this, I'm running 3, some people running 4. I was running at 2 for a while, but we wanted to make space to make this as consistent as possible. Um, this is the card that search our field card, and we're running 3 of it. I was between 3 and 4, and up to 2, but up from 2. But this is something we got a mulligan for, because this helps us go down in life and plays this from our deck. Then we're playing 4 Paragus. This combos with the field card, because I can target this to send it off, and the field card is effective to come back. Just kind of like our mini draw engine of the deck. Then we have 2 more search cards that helps us draw into our pieces. Also, if I have a field card, this becomes a blocker. So it's really good with Dormant. Speaking of that, we are running 3 unisons, just 2 Broly's. Case if I see it, I see it. If I don't, I don't. And I think this is pretty staple for all green decks, just to have a unison blocker. But one that can win you the game, that's why we play it. Then we have a few Friezas, charismatic, pretty standard. And if you're running unisons, this because injunction, we can go into it through our surprise attack. But this is like a high line sequence of closing out the game when we want to end the game. Super combos, 2 Paragus and 2 Bionic Blitz for early game and Paragus for later game. But we gotta make them. If we're playing green correctly, we gotta make them respect every action they do and second guess themselves. Uh, this searches out our ball, but also it combos in conjunction with Broly, which when he loses a marker by a skill, they have to discard a card, which is kind of the old reliable bread and butter. Then we have 2 King Coles. I've been up and down on this, but when you don't have to discard is pretty good. Some offensive pressure. Then we got our extra card lineup. Classics EDK, Cell Command Man. Then we running this get better with time, and this with this style of deck, this becomes super powerful. I've been thinking about bumping up to 3, but one thing we do run 3 of is 3 dormant. If we can get through the first 3 or 4 turns comfortably, we basically won the game, and it's just for the first 3 or 4 turns. That's all I need. And just to back that up, we got 2 homie clones And also the balls that I alluded to earlier, you just play this just to go into the freezer. But most likely, these are the pitch targets that you can get back from your deck or your drop with the board, which is good. A lot of excitement. A lot of excitement over this profile. The most slept on control card ever. I usually use it on guys with deflect, so they have to discard too. This was eroded to not be able to counterplay unison only battle cards, but it is what it is. But it's still pretty strong in my opinion. That's why we run 3. Going on to our other power 1-0s. We got 1 rebrand just for closeout sequences. 1 draw ape. 1 overrealm just to buff our leader. Then we got 1 Majin Buu because we run the unisons, and you don't have to run this card. It's just my special tech. Android 17 as like my ceiling is like 4 energy, and I usually don't charge more than 4 or 5 energy, and that's how I preserve my hand while taking away their hand. But that's how I close out the game. Instead of 2 rebrands, I just put it on the body. Z deck. We're running 3 Galactic Meteors. We love this card that much because if they board so much, and we're definitely going to take it away with Broly because the interaction with these is too good. Also, it was 3 Broly, but we made space for this Broly. Another way to make them discard. Also, keep us ahead in advantage. And he ignored his specific cost of leaders of Broly, which is really good. Then we have for our unison matchups, the Bojack. Then we got Trunks. This is like one of the most random unisons I would go into, but I did have this at 2, but Trunks is necessary if I don't see blocker Frieza, and I know my opponent is going for a kill turn. Just Trunks plus Dormant keeps us alive. And then Bardock, in case we want to draw. But also he has a mechanic for discarding, just like this. I did use this other effect that no other green player used for some reason. Just for high level sequencing to close out games. Side deck, we get really grimy. 3 Blue. Really great against blue, and enhances our hand control status. 3 of this if we want to control the Z battle or Z energy, or we play this in conjunction with our unison. Lost words. It's like a 9 card package if I'm playing a matchup that I know my opponent needs the Z deck to kind of inch his way out, because like when we got Z cards, this green control style of strategy got worse, but I just had to evolve to compensate with these 3 cards for that weakness. So we just evolved and adapt because of these cards. And for our last 3, just to keep it simple, more unison hate, and also helps with our discard strategy. And that is my profile. Gameplays will be on the channel, and be sure to constantly check out the playlist because there's a lot in there that a lot of people be sleeping on. But catch you later. Thank you.